came off the stands for some reason, and the gate.
Recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week, I guess.
Yeah, that's why they're all nervous.
In Illinois?
Yelling.
Bloomington, maybe? I don't know. There's not anything wrong we know about it either.
I like disconnected. Krista's. She's had too much time to sit at home and think.
You know.
Yeah. She's mad at me for working.
Again?
It's an ongoing, non-stop thing that senior needs to understand that. Like, I need time. Like, I'll do the shows and all the stuff, but we need to find a better solution for me doing everything.
Yes, you do. Because your priorities are a little different now, Krista, in your life.
And he stopped by our house a week and a half ago. He's like, yeah, you gotta find time for the things that are important. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm out of town working, I can't, there's no time.
No.
And when I'm doing everybody else's job and I'm getting tired of this, yeah. So.
You lost somebody, what was it, a year ago or something? There was somebody that just kind of walked out and left.
Which one?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
There's been a few.
Oh, no. More.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've had 2 this year.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's still happening. Well,
yeah.
That's happening everywhere. What the heck?
Look, I don't know what to do. Our company's growing faster than I can, like.
And there's only one of you.
And there's me, John Carlos, and Senior are the 3, like,
That's
people
it?
that do jobs. Yes. And.
No wonder Krista's mad at you.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, and she doesn't remember, like, all the jobs I have. I'm like, she doesn't remember. She's off this coming weekend, and I'm in Michigan. So I'm sure I'm gonna hear about that.
What's she doing?
Her?
Yeah.
She's an X-ray tech at the urgent care.
Okay, I knew it was medical. Yeah, so she has to go with whatever schedule she can do. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Because you need time. But you need more people. You can't be doing all that.
I don't have any systems for how do we handle getting the information out of the people that's in my head.
Oh.
That's important.
Like prepping this show. I couldn't go, it's in the thing, just do the thing. It was all here.
So how can you change that?
Some of it would be...
Can you take notes and kind of how...
Nice job last night.
Collectively putting it somewhere that makes sense. And being able to, pass it through, like... This system in particular isn't wired well yet. It's new.
This is so new.
Yeah, and we've been going back and forth, and the manufacturers are still figuring out how to do it.
Wow.
Like, there's 2 manufacturers we've been going back and forth with. One of them came up with, a box that goes on the top of the array frame that I run a main signal to.
Yeah.
It's got power. It's a multi-beam. It's like that big. It's got power, supposed to be like it's supposed to be one day and then exactly a week later. So I missed the one I was supposed to do in June. The timing they sent me was Paris time, which didn't line up to what I.
no.
So like I was like, you guys screwed this up. They're like, we don't know how that happened. Can you do this date? And it ended up being today. I'm like, yeah. And then I tell Senior, I was like, I gotta. He's like, why? I'm like, because I had nothing else going on. I was like, I might as well do it today. Just sit there and listen. But if it's what time is it?
5.
I gotta go back.
All right.
It's a 5-minute break.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Trust you.
Thank you.
Ivory.
Yeah, it's up there.
There you go, 4 across.
4 across, yep.
If there's 5 to do a trailer,
Yep. There's 2 5s tonight.
Your mic's on, I think.
Huh?
I think your mic's on.
It is.
decent audience here, don't they? Compared to everywhere else we go. Oh, wow, that's a good picture.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Turn that thing down. We got 8 races on this evening's program. Put time scheduled for 5:30. It's approximately 14 minutes away. If you'd like to take a moment to mark your programs, I'll list the changes for you. Currently, there are no scratches, but there are a handful of driver changes. In the first race, number 3, doubles and bubbles, make the driver Brady Brown. Brady Brown picks up the drive on number 3, doubles and bubbles in the first race. In the second race, the 2, Nick and a Promise, make the driver Aaron Johnston. Aaron Johnston will drive number 2, Nick and a Promise, in the second race. There are no changes in the third race. Race number 4, the 1, RT Buddy, make the driver Eric Neal. Eric Neal picks up the drive on number 1, RT Buddy, in the fourth race. Also in the fourth race, the 2, Batting 1,000, make Brady Brown. Brady Brown will drive number 2, Batting 1,000, in the fourth race. There are no changes in race number 5. In the sixth race, number 4, Pax Hanover, make the driver Brady Brown. Brady Brown picks up the drive on number 4, Pax Hanover, in the sixth race. In race number 7, the 4, County Kong, driver should read Eric Neal. Eric Neal drives the 4, County Kong, in the seventh race. In the eighth and final race, the 2, RT Lightning, make the driver Wayne Long. Wayne Long will drive number 2, RT Lightning, in the eighth race. Also in the eighth race, our final change, number 4, Drive to Deliver. Driver should read Brady Brown. Once again, Brady Brown picks up the drive on number 4, Drive to Deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the changes as we have them. And now, as we are about to get the ball rolling here, we ask that you please rise at this time and join Dan and Gala. This is our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah, you're right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third of a 4-day harness racing meet here at the Clearfield County Fair. Tonight we welcome the sophomore class of 2023 on the trot. That is the 3-year-old trotters involved in the sire stake program here at the county fairs. These events are hosted by our good friends here at Clearfield County Fair. Race Secretary Ron Nieper and his assistant Paul Foot-Lanick. The clerk of course, the legendary Jeannie Urban. Her assistant is Polly Nieper. Darla Rittenhauser is on hand. She's here to chart the races to benefit all horsemen. And we certainly appreciate her participation in the program. Presiding judge in from the great state of New Jersey, Mr. James Marshall III. Our starter and patrol judge is Clarence Martin. Keeping things official, our photo finish expert, Gretchen Lynn Scott. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the World Wide Web, courtesy of the efforts of Seth Dowling, who is sending out the signal here live from the Clearfield County Fair, all over the globe. We'd also like to welcome the Pennsylvania Harness Racing Commission. They're here doing their best to keep us all on a level playing field, and we certainly applaud their efforts and appreciate their participation in the program. Big crowd on hand tonight. Fancy Hat Day. Yeah, Fancy Hat Day. We have a handicapping contest going on. The back page of your program is your official entry blank. If you don't have a program, any piece of paper will do. Tonight's contest involves races 5 and 7. The idea is to select the winner of the 5th race, the winner of the 7th race. Include your name and get your entry in sometime before the start of the 5th race. Once again, races 5 and 7. Back page of your program is your entry blank. If you don't have a program, any piece of paper will do. Pick the winner of the 5th, winner of the 7th. Include your name and get your entry in sometime before the start of the 5th race. This is day 3 of the 4-day harness racing meet. In the race for the Buster DeSalvo Trophy, driver Brady Brown leads all drivers with 4 victories. Currently there's a tie for second between Aaron Johnston and Todd Shadle. They each have 3. And next is Eric Neal and Wayne Long, each with 2 victories apiece. Tonight's card, Brady Brown has 6 opportunities to improve. He's down on 6 different races. Aaron Johnston is scheduled to drive in 4 events. Todd Shadle in 3 events, Eric Neal in 3 events, and Wayne Long in 4 events. So we'll see what shakes out. In the barn area, you can get them around for the first. We're looking for Shady Girl, Smooth as Silk, Doubles and Bubbles, and Quarantina. You can get them out for the first. Once again, we're looking for Shady Girl, Smooth as Silk, Doubles and Bubbles, and Quarantina. When you're ready. And now let's get a little taste from Dan and Gala.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Derby Hat Night. You're looking wonderful. Fantastic. Now we have a song that our Ron Nieper likes, and he asked us about it last year. So I said, we're going to do it for you tonight. So here you go. This is Ron Nieper's song, especially for him.
There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my rednecks, white socks, and blue ribbon beard. The barmaid is mad 'cause some guy made a pass. Jukebox is playing, there stands the glass. The cigarette smoke kinda ribbon bid. A cowboy is cursing the pinball machine. A drunk at the bar is getting noisy and mean. And some guy on the phone says I'll be home soon, dear. Rednecks, White Sox, and blue ribbon pig. We don't fit in with that white-collar crowd. We're a little too crowded and a little too loud. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my rednecks, White Sox, and blue ribbon beer. Semis are passing on the highway outside. 4:30 crowd is about to arrive. The sun's going down and they'll all be here soon. Rednecks, White Sox, and blue ribbon beer. We don't fit in with that white-collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my redneck, White Sox, and blue ribbon beer. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my rednecks, White Sox, and blue ribbon beer.
Especially for Ron Niebuhr. Yeah! Woo! Welcome everybody. It's harness racing time. Woo!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track and post-parade for the first race of the afternoon. This is the first of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for three-year-old trotting fillies in Group A. It's the Chester Chidboy and Bill Williams Memorial. We'll go for a purse of $4,050. Number one, Shady Girl, owned by Sarah Boland, Houston, Pennsylvania. W. Byler, Glen Campbell, Pennsylvania. Kyle Boland drives. The two is Smooth as Silk, owned by Greg and Sue Callahan, Chicora, Pennsylvania. Nicole Bucklightmere from Rimsburg, Pennsylvania. Aaron Johnston gets the call. The three is Doubles and Bubbles, owned by Lisa Dunn, Concorton, Pennsylvania. The driver, Brady Brown. And running Team Shadle, guided the seat pilot, Todd Shadle. For three-year-old trotting fillies, they'll return to the top of the stretch, score once, right to the gate. Trotting fillies away on their first and only score. Here we get a good look at Quadratina, Todd Shadle. In the center of the track, that's Aaron Johnston on board, Smooth as Silk. The grandstand side of the track, Doubles and Bubbles with Brady Brown. And that along the inside, Shady Girl for Kyle Boland. 4 3-year-old trotting fillies making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Morton Jr. He'll sort them out and get them ready for the start. Three-year-old trotting fillies up and in position now, the gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Shady Girl for Kyle Bullen. Alongside Aaron Johnston guides the two, Smooth as Silk. Runway 3, Doubles and Bubbles for the meet's leading driver, Brady Brown out on the rim. Quadrantina and Todd Shadle. The gate wheels into the stretch for Junior Martin. 3-year-old trotting fillies revved up and ready now. Here they come. And they're off on the far outside. Quadrantina quickly out for the lead, off stride. Shady Girl. Smooth as Silk comes away in second with Doubles and Bubbles well spotted in third. Trying to regain her composure at the end is Shady Girl. They're into the backside the first time. Quadrantina up on the front end here for Todd Shadle. Closing the gap second. Smooth as Silk, Doubles and Bubbles right there, well within striking range third. 5 lanes further back to Shady Girl. But it's Quadrantina takes him by the opening quarter, 32 2/5 seconds. Leads him into the far turn. Quadrantina pounding it out here for Todd Shadle. Smooth as Silk, stalking second. Length and a half further back. Doubles and Bubbles is third. A much closer fourth now to Shady Girl. Just 8 lengths off of the leader. The leader, Quadrantina, takes him by the stands the first time. Sit in a loose pocket second. Smooth as Silk with Doubles and Bubbles third. And then it's Shady Girl. But it's Quadrantina doing the heavy lifting here. They go by the half, 104.5. Into the lower turn. Quadrantina, Smooth as Silk, content to draft along second. A patient Brady Brown and Doubles and Bubbles third. And Shady Girl is fourth. They skid off the turn and in for that long ride down the backside. Shadle finds the gas pedal here with Quadrantina. Opens up 3 lanes now and widening. Smooth as Silk all out second off the rail. Here comes Doubles and Bubbles for Brady Brown. 3/4 and 134.4. They're into the final turn. Quadrantina, Doubles and Bubbles trying to get to her. It's Quadrantina by 5. Doubles and Bubbles battles with Smooth and Silk for second, but Quadrantina pouring it on the front end here. And Todd Shadle and Quadrantina lead by some 6 lanes. Doubles and Bubbles on to be second, but no match for the leader, Quadrantina. Here from. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the first race, wearing the green saddle pad, number 4. Please welcome Valentina. Sharp 3-year-old bay filly by International Moni out of the good mare Cantab Cabela. Owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania, trained by Todd Shadle. Driven to victory in the time of 2:04 and 4/5 by Todd Shadle. And Todd Shadle now moves into a tie for the lead with 4 victories on the meet. Results of the first official, the 1 Shady Girl finished 4th. The 2 Smooth as Silk finished 3rd. The 3 Doubles and Bubbles finished 2nd. And the 4 Quarantina, your race winner. Fractions opening quarter 32 and 2. They went by the half at 4 and 5/5. 3 quarters went 134 and 4. Time for the mile was 2:04 and 4. From the top down, should read 4:3.21 on the bottom. Time for the mile 2:04 and 4/5. In the barn area, you can get them around for the second. We're looking for Better Than Betzel, Nick and a Promise, Jameson and Lime, and Sweet Dough. When you're ready, now back to Dan.
In our at Derby Day, let's go back 20s. Join us singing, everybody.
Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one can take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is jumping, you sure have started something. Baby face, I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I didn't need a show good, I just fell in love with your pretty baby face.
Yeah!
Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one can take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is up and you sure have started something. Baby face, I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I didn't need a soft good, I just fell in love with your pretty baby face. Ain't she sweet? See her coming down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Perfection, some perfection, I repeat. Think she's neat. Now I ask you very confidently, ain't she sweet? Oh yeah, ain't she sweet? Oh, ain't she sweet? Oh yeah, ain't she sweet? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? Some perfection, I repeat. Don't you think she's kinda neat? Now I sweet? Oh yeah, ain't she sweet? Yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't need baby. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, ma'am, we've decided. No, ma'am, we just can't hide it. Yes, ma'am, you're invited now. Oh, by the way, when we meet the girl, I'll say,
What do we say?
yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't need baby. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, ma'am, we've decided. No, ma'am, we just can't hide it. Yes, ma'am, you're invited
Anyone,
now.
any ragtime.
Oh, by the way, when we meet the preacher, I'll say,
What do we say?
yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't need baby. Yes, sir, that's my baby now.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post-parade for the second race of the evening. This is the Dave and Lynn Franson Memorial. It's the second of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 3-year-old trotting fillies in Group A. They race for a purse of $4,050. Number one, Better Than Betzel, owned by Latasha Tomlinson, Buffalo Mills, Pennsylvania. Colton Noble will drive. The two, Nick in a Promise. This filly is under lease to Susan Doherty, Mercer, Pennsylvania. Aaron Johnston picks up the job. 3 is Jameson and Lime, owned by Kathy Schofel, Evans City, Pennsylvania. Jim Ruther from East Aurora, New York. The Big L Stable from Butler, Pennsylvania, and M. Owlett from Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. In the sulky, Brady Brown. Riding out the field, number 4, Sweet Doe, owned by Bill Kreutzer from Rural Valley, Pennsylvania. Being guided this afternoon by Wayne Long. For 3-year-old trotting fillies in the Dave and Lynn Franson Memorial, they'll return to the top of the stretch, score once, and then it's right to the gate. Trotting fillies away on their first and only score. Here we get a good look at Nick in a Promise for Aaron Johnston. Colton Noble revving up better than Betzel. Brady Brown, Jameson in line. And Wayne Long, he guides Sweet Doe. 4 3-year-old fillies in the Dave and Lynn France Memorial and making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out. He'll get them ready for the start. Field for the Dave and Linton Francis Memorial slips into position now. The gates in motion. From the rail out, better than Betzel, wearing the 1 for Colton Noble alongside. Aaron Johnston guides the 2, Nick and a Promise. Runway 3, that's Jameson in line for Brady Brown. Out on the rim, Sweet Doe and Wayne Long. The gate swings into the stretch for Junior Martin. 3-year-old trotting fillies revved up and ready now. Here they come. They're off. Nick in a Promise down along the inside, gunning for the front. Jameson and Lime alongside second. These two dive into the turn. Sweet Doe being wrangled back third, and off stride at the end is better than Betzel. They skid off the turn into the backside from the far outside. Jameson and Lime now clear to the front for Brady Brown. Aaron Johnston reluctantly lets him go with Nick and a Promise, and way back to Sweet Doe and better than Betzel. 2-horse race at this stage of the game. Brady Brown, Jameson and Lime, opening quarter 31-1. Into the fine turn. Jameson and Lime. Brady Brown looks to tap the brakes here. Right on his bumper second, Nick in a Promise. These two have opened up about 8 lengths on Sweet Doe, and then it's better than Betzel. Father stands the first time, and it is Brady Brown, Jameson and Lime up on the front end here. Nick in a Promise got him sighted in second, close to third, much closer to third, Sweet Doe, and then it's better than Betzel. But it's Jameson and Lime, takes him by the half, 104 3/5, leads him into the lower turn, the final time. Jameson and Lime, Brady Brown looking to go coast to coast. Nick in a Promise right on his bumper second. Sweet Doe in with a chance third. Forget about better than Betzel. They're into the backside. It's coming to a boil now. Jameson and Lime. Sweet Doe on the way for Wayne Long. It's Jameson and Lime on the inside. Sweet Doe ranging up alongside, taking it to her. 3/4 and 135-4 into the final turn. Jameson and Lime look at her in the eye. Sweet Doe. These two match strides around the turn, but Jameson and Lime loaded today, and Jameson and Lime draws clear now. Brings a 2-length lead to the top of the stretch. Begging for a seam. Nick and a Promise. It's Jameson and Lime. Brady Brown. Sweet Doe coming one more time. Jameson and Lime digging deep. Sweet Doe trying to get to it. Jameson and Lime. Brady Brown have done it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the official winner of the second, wearing the white saddle pad. Bay Philly on the rock. Owned by Kathy Schoeffel, Pennsylvania. Ruth Butler, Pennsylvania. And Howlett, Woolboro, Pennsylvania. Trained by Steve Schoeffel and driven to victory in a time of 2:06 and 1/5 by the meet's leading driver, Brady Brown. Results of the second race: official, the 1, Better Than Betzel, finished 4th. The 2, Nick and a Promise, finished 3rd. The 3, Jameson and Lime, race winner. And the 4, Sweet Doe, finished 2nd. Fractions opening quarter, 31 and 1. They went by the half in 104 and 3/5. Three quarter, 135 and 4. Time for the mile was 6 and 1. From the top down should read 4:31, 2 on the bottom, and the time for the mile was 2:06 and 1. In the barn area for the third, we're looking for LD's Maria, Keystone's Sweet Pea, Fortune Forecast. Once again, we need LD's Maria, Keystone's Sweet Pea, and Fortune Forecast when you're ready. And ladies and gentlemen, for those late arrivals, I'll remind you about the handicapping contest. Today's contest involves races 5 and 7. The back page of your program is your official entry blank. If you don't have a program, any piece of paper will do. The idea is to select the winner of the 5th, the winner of the 7th, include your name, and get your entry in sometime before the start of the 5th race. I'd also like to give a shout out to those good-looking kids in the bright yellow t-shirts. Those are the Lions Club volunteers. They're cruising the grandstand. They have soda, water, popcorn, and peanuts. Give them a wave. They'll come right to your seat. They're here for your convenience. And we'd like to thank the Lions Club, and we certainly appreciate their participation in the program. And now back to Dan and Gawa.
Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave your heart in misery. And if you go, then I'll be blue. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all that we've been through, and breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love just one more try? Come on, babe, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Come on, do down, down. Come on, down, do be do down, down. Come on, down, do be do down, down. Breaking up is hard to do. breaking up. Now I know that I wish that we were again. I can't give all up just one more time. Come on, baby, let's start a new car. Breaking up this hard to do. Come on, down, down. Come on, down, down, down. Come on, down, down.
We also have you make welcome our 2023 Clearfield County Queen Eva Bloom. Emily. Say hello to Lauren Kennedy, second runner-up, and third runner-up, Cherish Kaufman. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Yay!
They say they're breaking up in hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give all up just one more try? Come on, baby, let's start a new car. Breaking up is hard to do. Down, down. Summer, come on down, doobie, down, down. Summer, come on down, doobie, down, down. Breaking up is hard to do.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post parade for the third race of the afternoon. This is the Butch Flanagan Memorial. It's the third of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 3-year-old trotting fillies in Group A. They'll race for a purse of $3,975. Number one is LD's Maria, owned by Bill Grutzer from Rural Valley, Pennsylvania. Denton Barrett from Englewood, Florida. The driver, Wayne Long. Two is Keystone Sweet Pea, owned by Todd Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania, along with Max Hemp, Carlisle, Pennsylvania. In the sulky, Todd Shadle. And rounding out the short field of three, number 3, Future Forecast, owned by Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania, being guided this afternoon by Aaron Johnston. Short field of 3, they'll return to the top of the stretch, score once, right to the gate. Trotting fillies away on their first and only score in the center of the track. Here we get a good look at Fortune Forecast for Aaron Johnston. Down along the rail, that's LD's Maria and Wayne Long. There goes Keystone Sweet Pea for Todd Shadle. Short field of 3 in the Butch Flanagan Memorial. These fillies are making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out, and he'll get them ready for the start. Butch Flanagan Memorial Trotters up and in position now to gates in motion. From the rail out, LD's Maria for Wayne Long. Between horses, wearing the 2, Keystone Sweet Pea for Todd Shadle. Out on the rim, wearing the 3, that's Fortune Forecast and Aaron Johnston. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Junior Martin. Trotting fillies are rubbed up and ready now. Here they go. They're all far outside. That is Fortune Forecast looking for the lead. Keystone Sweet Pea down along the rail. These two dive into the lower turn together with LD's Maria come way third. They skid off the turn in for that long ride down the backside. The issue's been decided, and it is Keystone Sweet Pea dictate the fractions here. Aaron Johnston content to draft along second with Fortune Forecast, trying to close the gap third, LD's Maria. But it is Keystone Sweet Pea drags him by the opening quarter in 31-3. Leads him into the far turn with Fortune Forecast right on her bumper second, a much closer third, LD's Maria. Tightly bunched field makes it away around the upper bend, being led here by Keystone Sweet Pea. Todd Shadle looking to go coast to coast. Fortune Forecast might have something to say. Aaron Johnston's worked out a dream trip for that one. LD's Maria well within striking range third as they come by the stands the first time. And it is Keystone Sweet Pea. Smart looking filly up on the front end here. Todd's got plenty. Half 103 4/5 into the lower turn. Final time. Keystone Sweet Pea. Company calling LD's Maria ranging up alongside for Wayne Long. Hemmed in third, Fortune Forecast. Like a swarm of bees off the turn. Keystone Sweet Pea taking it to her. LD's Maria. These two match strides down the backside. Getting the best of it now. Fortune Forecast with the rail, not the lead. Keystone Sweet Pea. LD's Maria got a head up on the outside. 3/4 in 134-2 into the far turn. Keystone Sweet Pea battling back. LD's Maria. These two continue to match strides. Begging for a seam. Fortune Forecast. It's Keystone Sweet Pea digging deep, looking for room. Fortune Forecast top of the stretch. Keystone Sweet Pea turns first, coming after him now. Fortune Forecast gobbling up track. It's Keystone Sweet Pea the inside, continuing to claw and scratch. Fortune Forecast. These two. Here's the line. Tight on the line. Very tight on the line, ladies and gentlemen, between Fortune Forecast and Keystone Sweet Pea. Very tight on the line. We'll let photo finish expert Gretchen Lynn Scott work things out. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortune Forecast, the 3-horse, got there first. It was a squeaker. Fortune Forecast wins it a fat lip. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the third race, wearing the white saddle pad, number 3, please welcome Fortune Forecast. Sharp 3-year-old bay filly by Fordham Road out of the good mare Fast Reaction. Owned by Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania, trained by Rick Beinhauer. Driven to victory in the time of 2:05 2/5 by Aaron Johnston. Aaron Johnston's 4th victory of the meeting. Just one behind Brady Brown. Results of the third official, the 1 LD's Maria finished 3rd. The 2 Keystone Sweet Pea was 2nd, and the 3 Fortune Forecast the race winner. Fractions opening quarter 31-3. They went by the half in 1:03-4. 3/4 in 1:34-2. Time for the mile 2:05 2/5. From the top down, it should read 3-2-1 on the bottom. The time for the mile 2:05 2. In the Bourne area, you can get them around for the 4th. We're looking for RT Buddy, batting 1,000. Mr. Miracle, HS Winchester, and Action Shot. Once again, RT Buddy, batting 1,000. Mr. Miracle, HS Winchester, and Action Shot. When you're ready. And ladies and gentlemen, another reminder of the handicapping contest. It involves races 5 and 7. Pick the winner of the 5th, along with the winner of the 7th. Include your name. Get your entry in sometime before the start of the 5th race. And now back to Dan and Galwa.
A special song for everybody backstage.
Sally called and she got the word. She said, I suppose you heard about Alice. So I rushed to the window and I looked outside, and I could hardly believe my eyes as the big limousine pulled slowly into Alice's drive. Oh, I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. 'Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? For 24 years, just waiting for a chance. Tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now I've gotta get used to not living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? We grew up together, 2 kids in the park, carved our initials deep in the bark. Ooh, me and Alice. Now she walks to the door with her head held high, and just for a moment I caught her eye as the big limousine pulled slowly out of Alice's drive. where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? For 24 years, just waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now I gotta get used to not living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? Sally called back and asked how I felt. She said, I know how to help. Ooh, to get over Alice. She said, now Alice is gone, but I'm still here. You know I've been waiting for 24 years. And the big limousine pulled slowly out of Alice's drive. Oh, I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? For 24 years, just waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now I've gotta get used to not living next door to Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? For the backstage room. You ought to see Mr. Jones when he rattles the bones. Old Colonel Brown moving around like a clown. Miss Virginia, who is past 83, shout, I'm so full of pep. Watch your step, watch your step. One-legged Joe dancing round on his toe. Threw away his crutch and I'll let her go. Oh, honey, hail, hail, the gang's all here for the Alabama Jubilee. Yeah! 2, 3, 4. You ought to see.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at Post Parade for the fourth race of the afternoon. This is the Moyers Auto Body Trot, the one and only division of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 3-year-old trotting colts in Group A. They go for a purse of $7,875. Number one, RT Buddy, owned by Brosis Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, in the sulky Eric Neal. The two, Batting 1,000. Owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. The driver, Brady Brown. The 3 is Mr. Miracle, owned by Kathleen Quinn Hodel and VM Trump. They're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as well as K.R. Ward, Washington, Pennsylvania. Billy Pop sits the sulky. The 4 is H.S. Winchester, owned by Susan Doherty, Mercer, Pennsylvania, handled by Aaron Johnston. Riding out the field, number 5, Action Shot, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania. And it is Todd Shadle at the wheel. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, here in Clearfield, we line up 4 across behind the starting gate. The 5, Action Shot, will be in the second tier at the start. they score. Here we get a good look at RT Buddy for Eric Neal. Billy Pop got his hands full, Mr. Miracle. Towards the inside, batting 1,000 for Brady Brown. Aaron Johnston with HS Winchester. Action shot, Todd Shadle. Full field of 5 making their way to the backside where starter Junior Martin will sort them out, get them ready for the start. Once again, just a reminder, the 5 action shot will be in the second tier at the start.
What? Right here? In front?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's where the battle begins. Trotting Colts up and in position, out of gates in motion from the rail out. It's RT Buddy for Eric Neal. Alongside, Brady Brown guides the 2, batting 1,000. Runway 3, it's Mr. Miracle for Billy Pop out on the rim. HS Winchester and Aaron Johnston in the second tier. The lone trailer, action shot wearing the 5 for Todd Shadle. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Junior Martin. Trotting Colts sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up and ready. Here they come. No, from the far outside, HS Winchester gunning for the lead, batting 1,000 down along the rail. These two dive into the lower turn together. Mr. Miracle away in third. And it's an action shot fourth, and RT Buddy trails. Tightly bunchy field, safely around the opening bend. Up on the front, HS Winchester out of the pocket to challenge. Here comes batting 1,000, and just like that, batting 1,000 clears to the front for Brady Brown. HS Winchester back into the pocket second with Mr. Miracle third. Opening quarter, 31-1. Into the far turn. Batting 1,000, showing the way. HS Winchester worked out a dream trip second for Aaron Johnston. Mr. Miracle well placed in third. Underway from fourth. Here comes action shot for Todd Shadle. RT Buddy trails. They're by the stands the first time. Batting 1,000. Company calling. Action shot up on the outside. Looking to clear. Batting 1,000 on the rail. Not the lead. Action shot got a head up on the outside. They go by the half. 104-1. Into the lower turn. Batting 1,000. Shrugging off the challenge from action shot, who continues to taunt and right at his throat second. Watching the action from the pocket third, HS Winchester, Mr. Miracle in with a big chance fourth. And then it's RT Buddy there midway down the backside, batting 1,000 on the inside, action shot on the outside. These two continue to match strides down the back lane. HS Winchester right there third, 3/4 and 134-1. It's batting 1,000, digging deep for Brady Brown. Action shot won't go away, right there at his throat, begging for a seam. HS Winchester looking 3 high. Mr. Miracle there at the top of the stretch. And Brady Brown going to work on batting 1,000. Action shot keeps on coming. It's batting 1,000, digging deep. And batting 1,000 now shows clear. Batting 1,000 and Brady Brown. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the fourth race, wearing the blue saddle pad, number 2. Please welcome, batting 1,000. 3-year-old bay colt by Fordham Road out of the good mare. The Yankees win. Owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. Trained by Roger Hammer. Driven to victory in the time of 2:04 and 3 by the meet's leading driver. Picking up his 6th victory of the week. That's Brady Brown. Results of the fourth official. The 1, RT Buddy, finished 5th. The 2, batting 1,000, the race winner. 3, Mr. Miracle, finished 4th. The 4, HS Winchester, was 2nd. And the 5, Action Shot, finished 3rd. Fractions opening quarter, 31 1/5. They won by the half in 1:04 and 1. 3 quarters in 1:34 and 1. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 3. From the top down, should read 5:14 2 3 on the bottom. The time for the mile was 2:04 and 3. The barn there, you can get them around for the 5th. We're looking for Doodad, Fawn de One, Tariff, Broadway Sensation, and Yolanda Hanover. Once again, we need Doodad, Fawn de One, Tariff, Broadway Sensation, and Yolanda Hanover when you're ready. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the last call for the handicapping contest. The upcoming 5th race is the start. The handicapping contest involves races 5 and 7. Pick the winner of the 5th, the winner of the 7th. Make sure you include your name and get your entry in sometime before the start of the upcoming 5th race. And now back to Dan and Gala.
Looking good, ladies.
I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stone. And it all goes shabby in a place of my own. But the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called a crocodile rock. While the other kids were rocking around the park. We were humping and bumping to the crocodile rock. Well, crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Lordy mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight. Crocodile rocking was out of sight. But the years went by and the rock just died. Susie again left us for some foreign guy. Long night crying about a record machine. Dreaming of my Chevy and my old blue jeans. But the girls drink everything we've got. Burn it up to the crocodile rock. While the birds and the weeks went past. We really thought the crocodile rock was the last. Well, crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Lordy mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight. Crocodile rocking was out of sight. Remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had an old gold Chevy and a place of my own, but the biggest kick I ever got, we're doing a thing called a crocodile rock. While the other kids were rocking around the park, we were hopping and bopping to the crocodile rock. Whoa! Crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Running mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight, crocodile rocking was outside.
Your turn. Yeah, keep it going.
Saw the gate?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the fifth race of the afternoon. This is the Dawson and Chandler Ross Memorial. The Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 3-year-old trotting fillies in Group B, going for a purse of $2,750. Number 1 is Doodad, owned by the Baxter Stable LLC, Kemar, Maryland. Johnny Baxter drives. The 2, Fawn de One, owned by Ed Gones and Laurie Stark. They're from Houston, Pennsylvania. Robert McKnight will drive. The 2 is Tariff, owned by Neal Racing Stable LLC, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, along with Kevin Neal from New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and it is Eric Neal in the sulky. The 4, Broadway Sensation, owned by Calvin Hoover, New Holland, Pennsylvania, Jack Colleen will drive. And running out the field, number 5, Yolanda Hanover, owned by Kathleen Quinn Hodel, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Billy Pop will drive. Full field of 5, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Clearfield, we go 4 across behind the gate. The 5, Yolanda Hanover, will be lined up in the second tier of the start. This is the first half of the handicapping contest. You get a good look at your selections. There goes Broadway Sensation for Jack Colleen. Eric Neal with Tariff. Johnny Baxter with Doodad. Here we get a good look at Yolanda Hanover for Bill Pop. And last to score, Fawn de One for Bob McKnight. Three-year-old trotting fillies in the Dawson and Chandler Ross Memorial making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start. Field for the Dawson Chandler Ross Memorial in the hands of the starter. The gates in motion. From the rail out, that's Doodad for Johnny Baxter alongside McKnight guides the 2, on the 1. Runway 3, it's Tara for Eric Neal out on the rim. Jack Colleen with Broadway Sensation. In the second tier, the lone trailer, Yolanda Hanover for Billy Pop. The gate swings into the stretch. Trotting Phillies in the Dawson Chandler Ross Memorial. Awkward start. They're off. A Jacqueline Broadway Sensation, the only one on the gate. Quickly out by some 8 lengths. Tariff takes up the chase second. And it's a Doodad, Yolanda Hanover, Doodad back to fourth, and the early trailer is Fawn to 1. Scattered bunch into the backside the first time. Jacqueline calling the shots here. Broadway Sensation trotting up a storm. Closing the gap second, that's Tariff. Big gap back to Yolanda Hanover third. On to 1, on to be fourth, and Doodad trails. Jacqueline, Broadway Sensation, drags him by the opening quarter in 32 and 4. Leads him into the far turn. Tariff now right on her bumper second, got a good shot at her. Big gap, Yolanda Hanover trots at third, followed by On to 1, and big gap back to Doodad. Scattered bunch in this first half of the handicapping contest. Broadway Sensation out to challenge. Here comes Tariff. These two match strides by the half. Broadway Sensation on the inside. Tariff on the outside. The half, 104 3/5. Now Fawn to 1 finds her best stride. Closing the gap from third. Yolanda Hanover back to fourth. And the trailer is Doodad. They skid off the turn. They're into the backside. Broadway Sensation now back on the front end. Tariff in the pocket second. And these two begin to draw clear from the rest of the gang. Broadway Sensation still leads it. Tariff ready to strike from second. 3/4 in 135 and 1. Into the final turn, final time. Broadway Sensation led every step, still leads a tight length over Tariff, who's ready to pounce from the pocket and forget the rest. Top of the stretch. Broadway Sensations led every step. Needs another 1/8 of a mile. Tariff coming after him second, but Broadway Sensation pouring it on for Jacqueline. Tariff can't get to her. Broadway Sensation, sensational today.
Okay. Are you afraid to do this one?
If you're comfortable,
I am.
I don't know that you want to do it now.
No, not now.
Let's do it
No.
the next one.
No.
Let's just do one of your amazing improvs.
So he's going to talk for a while. Are you going to introduce him?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'll play a short band.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of a Sensation. 3-year-old brown filly by bar hopping out of the good mare Broadway Woman. Owned by Calvin Hoover, New Holland, Pennsylvania, trained by Amanda Shaw. Driven to victory in the time of 2:06 2/5 by Jack Colleen. 2:6 2. Opening quarter was 32 and 4. Went by the half was 104 and 3. 3/4 in 135 and 1. About 2:6 2. Results of the fifth race, official, the 1 Doodad finished 5th. The 2 Fawn de 1 was 3rd. The 3 Tariff was 2nd. The 4 Broadway Sensation, the race winner. And the 5 Yolanda Hanover finished 4th. The fractions were opening quarter 32 and 4. They went by the half in 104 and 3/5. 3 quarters in 135 and 1. Time for the mile 206 and 2. From the top down, should read 5:32.14 on the bottom. Time for the mile was 206 and 2. And now I believe it is time for the Fancy Hat Trophy presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Brad Davis of your Clearfield Historical Society.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It is a beautiful night here in Clearfield. We had lots of really interesting hats tonight, and I appreciate everybody taking the time to decorate hats and come out here tonight. It's great to see such a nice crowd. There's actually no trophies, but if your number is called, I hope that everybody still remembers what their number was, because that's how everybody is identified on my sheet. You will go over to this side of the stage where you were judged. So we had 2 group prizes this year, and one goes to the Tom Grice family, and one goes to the Adams family. So if somebody from one of those families can come down to the corner to collect their prizes, that would be great. So we also like to have the fun for the kids represented here tonight. So we did have 5 kids that had some nice hats, and we'd like to recognize them. 157 is this young lady right here in front of the stage. Congratulations. Number 186. Number 19. Hopefully the kids are still in the grandstand. Number 181. And number 174. And the following are the numbers of the adults who won. So, number 14, number 78, 155, 9, 168, 32, 12, 154, 3, and for some reason we didn't get this person's number, but they're wearing a pink cowboy hat that has a Barbie on it. Yep, she's standing up right there right now. 177, 161 and 171 were combined. 175, 178, 2, 153, 8, 7, and 5. And those are your winners. Thanks again to everybody for coming out. I hope that everybody on this side who doesn't have a hat on can see the fun in this, and hopefully next year we can pack both sides of this side of the grandstand with hats. Have a great night.
Thank you. That's Brad Davis, one of the judges. I would like to thank...
In the barn area, we can get them around for the 6th. We need Imperial Zet Magic Action, Police Weasel, and Pax Hanover. When you're ready.
I'd like to thank everybody who came out with your hats on, looking good, and hopefully for next year, spread the word and we can do it again and even bigger and better for Clearfield County Historical Society. And it's just been delightful to see everybody. All right, Danny, a little bit of a rag.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track and post-parade for the sixth race of the evening. This is the Sue Lannick Memorial. Pennsylvania sire stake for 3-year-old trotting colts in Group B, going for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Imperial Zet, owned by Calvin Hoover, New Holland, Pennsylvania. Jack Colleen drives. The 2 is Magic Action, owned by Brocious Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, as well as Brian Zent from Houston, Pennsylvania, the driver Eric Neal. The 3 is Least Weasel, owned by Malin Martin, East Earl, Pennsylvania, being guided by regular pilot Wayne Long. And rounding out the field, number 4, Pax Hanover, owned by Bill's End Stables LLC, Houston, Pennsylvania, B.J. McAllister, Center Hall, Pennsylvania, and P.R. Zent from Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. Brady Brown picks up the drive. Brady Brown currently leads all drivers. He has 6 victories on the meeting so far. Paul Chadle and Aaron Johnston are next with 4 apiece. The Trotting Colts are away on their first and only score. Here we get a good look at Imperial Zet being revved up by Jack Colleen. Eric Neal guides the 2, Magic Action. Brady Brown with Pax Hanover. Wayne Long, Least Weasel. 4 3-year-old trotting colts in the Sue Lannick Memorial making their way to the backside where starter Junior Martin will sort them out. He'll get them ready for the start. Fields for the Sue Lannick Memorial slip into position now to gauge some motion. From the rail out, it's Imperial Zet. Jack Colleen alongside Eric Neal guides the 2, Magic Action. Runway 3, it's Least Weasel for Wayne Long. Out on the rim, Pax Hanover wears the 4 for Brady Brown. It swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. The Sue Lannick Memorial revved up and ready. Here they come. And they're off. Least Weasel in the center of the track. Out for the lead. Imperial Zet battle on the rail. Comes away in second with Pax Hanover alertly away third. In the early trailer, here is Magic Action. And battle rages around the turn there. Imperial Zet playing hardball. Least Weasel under a drive to clear to the lead. And Least Weasel finally clears Imperial Zet reluctantly away second. Pax Hanover watching the action from third. And then it's Magic Action fourth. The opening quarter, 30 2/5. Least Weasel leads them to the open bend. Imperial Zet right on his bumper second. Pax Hanover well within striking range third. And 3 lanes further back to the trailer, Magic Action. They move off the turn up in front of the stands the first time. Up on the front, Wayne Long guides Least Weasel. Imperial Zet, Dream Trip second. Pax Hanover, patient at the rail third. A closer fourth is Magic Action. Least Weasel takes about a half, 103 3/5. Leads him into the lower turn, final time. Imperial Zet continues to stalk second. Pax Hanover and a patient Brady Brown third. And then it's Magic Action. They skid off the turn in for that long ride down the backside. Least Weasel up on the front. Brady Brown gets an ocean, puts it in motion, sends Pax Hanover to the outside, up after the leader. Imperial Zet back to third. Also on the way, it's Magic Action. You know, like a swarm of bees by 3/4, 135 2 into the final turn. Least Weasel Company calling. Pax Hanover ranging up alongside second. These two match strides. Imperial Zet hemmed in third. 3 wide, there's Magic Action, top of the stretch, and it's wide open. Least Weasel turns first. Pax Hanover powered up in the center track, and Pax Hanover and Brady Brown now clear to the lead. Brady Brown win number 7. Brady Brown, Pax Hanover in front.
You don't have to do it very long. It really slows down.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 6th race, wearing the green saddle pad, number 4. Please welcome Pax Hanover. 3-year-old bay gelding by Cantab Hall out of the good mare Perfect Chance, owned by Bill Zen Stables LLC, Houston, Pennsylvania. B.J. McAllister, Center Hall, Pennsylvania. P.R. Zent from Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. Trained by William Zent, driven to victory in a time of 2:06 4/5 by the meet's leading driver. Win number 7 for Brady Brown. Results of the 6th race official, the 1 Imperial Zet finished 4th. The 2 Magic Action was 3rd. The 3 Least Weasel finished 2nd, and the 4 Pax Hanover the race winner. Fractions opening quarter 30 2/5. They went by the half in 103 3. 3 quarters in 135 2. Time for the mile 2:06 4. From the top down should read 4-3-2-1 on the bottom, and the time for the mile 2:06 4. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 7th. We're looking for Motorworks, Perfect Patrick, Electric Boogie, and County Kong. When you're ready. By the way, there are 78 correct entries alive yet in the 7th race. Now back to Dan Angola.
So steady and strong, I'm feeling so lonely and humble. Next thing I know, I'm all worried and weak, and I feel myself starting to crumble. The meetings get lost and the teachings get tossed, and you don't know what you're gonna do next. You wait for the sun, but it never quite comes. Some kind of message comes through to you. Some kind of message comes through. And it says to you, love when you can, cry when you have to, feel you must, that's a part of the plan. Wait your arrival with simple survival, one day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand. I had a woman who gave me her soul, but I wasn't ready to take it. Heart was so fragile and heavy to hold, and I was afraid I might break it. You're conscious of ways and you see your mistakes, and you wish someone would buy your confessions. The days miss a mark and the night gets so dark. Some kind of message comes through to you. Some kind of message comes through. And it says to you, love and you can, cry when you have to, feel you must, that's a part of the plan. Wait for your arrival with simple survival. One day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand. But you're gonna make it to one day. All of the answers you seek can be found. The dreams that you dream all the way. Oh, love when you can, cry when you have to, feel you must, that's a part of the plan. Wait your arrival, simple survival. One day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand. One day we'll all understand.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 7th race of the evening. This is the Dunlop Swales Memorial. The Pennsylvania Sire Stake 4-3-year-old trotting colts in Group B, going for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Motorworks, owned by Max Fortune Stable, Butler, Pennsylvania, the driver Brady Brown. 2, Perfect Patrick, owned by Ed Gones and Lori Stark. They're from Houston, Pennsylvania. Bobby McKnight will drive. The 3, Electric Boogie, for owner-driver Wayne Long, Camden, Delaware. And rounding out the field, number 4, County Kong, owned by First Up Racing Stable, Beach City, Ohio. Eric Neal gets the call. The Dunlop Swales Memorial. These trotters will return to the top of the stretch, score once, right to the gate. This is also the second half of the handicapping contest. This is the payoff division. 78 live entries. The overwhelming favorite in this 7th race, according to the handicappers, is the 4, County Kong. We'll see how it shakes out. Starter calls for the trotters in the Dunlop Swales Memorial. Field slips into position, out of the gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Motorworks for Brady Brown. Alongside, McKnight guides the 2, Perfect Patrick. Runway 3 comes Electric Boogie for Wayne Long. Out on the rim, County Kong for Eric Neal. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. Trotting colts here in the Dunlop Swales Memorial, revved up and ready. Now here they come. No off, and this County Kong out for the early lead. McKnight comes away second with Perfect Patrick. Then it's Electric Boogie. And off stride at the start was Motorworks. Scattered bunch around the lower turn. Fan favorite County Kong, Eric Neal, up on the front in full flight in the early going here. The lead is some 10 lengths. Perfect Patrick is stalking second with Electric Boogie. Back trotting at the end with a mountain to climb is Motorworks. County Kong trips the opening quarter 30 3/5. Gliding along here for Eric Neal. Perfect Patrick a distant second with Electric Boogie and Motorworks third. But all by himself, Eric Neal with a runaway here. County Kong by some 15 lengths, maybe more. County Kong and Eric Neal enter the stretch. Big lead here, just trotting up a storm here. Eric just a passenger. Electric Boogie on to be second. Motorworks on the way third. They go by the half in 102 2/5 into the lower turn. Final time. County Kong up on the front. Electric Boogie taking up the chase second. Perfect Patrick is back to the end. They're into the backside, and it is County Kong off stride with Electric Boogie. And County Kong gets another break coming after him now. Motorworks looking to run him down with the meet's leading driver, Brady Brown. It's County Kong up on the front. The lead is shrinking now. 3/4 in 1:34.1. County Kong, the lead is down to some 8 lanes. Motorwork inching closer with every stride. And then it's Electric Boogie and Perfect Patrick, top of the stretch. County Kong, the lead is now down to just 5 lanes. Motorwork taking up the chase second. County Kong digging deep. Motorworks all out second. It's County Kong. He's going to have enough to hold them off. And it is County Kong in front.
Sam's watching. I do understand that. It's a nice trumpet. Do you have one that's more current? Says 2017 sounded fun. Have what more current?
Oh, probably a flip, because I put on the 2017
Oh,
more current flip question mark. That's really constant.
so he's not watching.
He's not watching.
He might now.
He just saw it on Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds the same. What's the point?
If I have one you like, I'll put one on a new one just for fun. And say, join us tomorrow. That's not going to be broadcast. But this is
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after a well-deserved victory lap, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 7th race wearing the green saddle pad, number 4. Please welcome County Kong. Sharp 3-row bay gelding by Hanover Hall out of the good mare Mrs. Ronorail. Owned by the First Up Racing Stable, Beach City, Ohio, trained by Ashley Brown. Driven to victory in a time of 2:07 and 1/5 by Eric Neal. Results of the 7th race official, the 1 Motorworks finished 3rd. The 2 Perfect Patrick was 4th. The 3 Electric Boogie finished 2nd. And the 4 County Kong your race winner. The fractions were opening quarter 30 and 3, went by the half in 1:02 and 2. 3/4 in 1:34 and 1. Time for the mile 2:07 and 1. From the top down, it should read 3, 4, 2, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile 2:07 and 1. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 8th. We need Sir Lance, RT Lightning, Ab Fab Hanover, and Drive to Deliver. When you're ready. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the results of the handicapping contest. We do have 19 winners.
Where
Does this say Cordell? Bob Crandall or Crondall? Bob Crandall or Bob Crondall? I can't quite make it out. Bobby C. Bob Crondall. Kevin Elling, you are a winner, Kevin. Kevin Elling, congratulations. Ruben Zook. Ruben Zook, you are an expert handicapper. Ruben, congratulations. Larry Kuzik. Larry Kuzik. Denny Pierce. Denny Pierce, you are an expert handicapper. Denny, you are a winner. Jennifer Bailey. Jennifer Bailey, you are an expert handicapper. Jennifer Bailey. Sheila Green. Sheila Green, you are an expert handicapper. Jennifer Sheridan. Jennifer Sheridan, you are a winner. Easy game here. Jennifer Sheridan. Nick Nieper. Cindy Barbara. Cindy Barbara, you are an expert handicapper.
Nick, how many handicaps are you going to win? I don't know. I put 3 in.
Colleen Rawls. Colleen Rawls. Pat T. Williams. Pat Williams, you are an expert handicapper. Yeah. Connie Butler. Connie Butler. Easy game, Connie. And Trish Nieper. The Niepers are red hot. Been in this game a long time. Marcella Avini. Marcella Avini. Verna Miller. Verna Miller. You are a winner. Tammy Young. Tammy Young. Howdy Peters. Jamie Breeden. Jamie Breeden. Jamie Breeden. Congratulations to all our winners and congratulations to everybody who played. It's good fun and we'll do it again tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the upcoming 8th race is the final race of the program this evening. Racing resumes tomorrow, post time 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow is the final day of the harness racing meet here at Clearfield. 8 races on tap tomorrow. 3-year-old pacers are in town, post time 1 o'clock. We might have time for a short one from Dan and Gala. The horses are about ready to go here.
All right, audience, let's sing in honor of the Historical Society and Hat Day. Kia si. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hang my head and everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Annie!
Here we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 8th race. This is the Howard, Mary, and Jess Nieper Memorial. Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 3-year-old colts in Group B, going for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Sir Lance, owned by Matt Miller, Concorton, Pennsylvania, handled by Aaron Johnston. The 2 is RT Lightning, owned by Brocious Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania. Wayne Long gets the call. The 3 is AbFab Hanover, owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania. The driver, Eric Neal. And rounding out the field, number 4, Drive to Deliver, owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. And the sulky, the meet's leading driver, Brady Brown. 4 3-year-old trotting colts, they'll return to the top of the stretch, turn and score once in front of the stands, and right to the gate. And like I say, this is the final race of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Post time tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Here we get a good look at AbFab Hanover for Eric Neal. Brady Brown, he's got Drive to Deliver. Aaron Johnston with Sir Lance. And last the score, here's RT Lightning, Wayne Long. 4 3-year-old trotting colts making their way to the backside for the final time this evening. Starter Junior Martin will sort them out. He'll get them ready for the start. The field for the final up in position now, the gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Sir Lance for Aaron Johnston alongside Wayne Long guides the 2, RT Lightning. Runway 3, it's AbFab Hanover for Eric Neal. Out on the rim, Drive to Deliver, Brady Brown. The gate wheels into the stretch. 3-year-old trotters revved up and ready now, here they come. They're off. Sir Lance down along the inside, out for the early lead with RT Lightning right alongside. These 2 dive into the lower turn together. Big gap back to AbFab Hanover and Drive to Deliver. They skid off the turn. They're into the backside the first time. Sir Lance hugging the rail, caught on the outside. It's RT Lightning, and now RT Lightning being wrangled back into the pocket second. So the issue's been settled. It is Sir Lance. Dictate the fractions here for Aaron Johnston. RT Lightning second, 31-2 for the opening quarter. Big gap back, AbFab Hanover trots third. The trailer is Drive to Deliver. Sir Lance up on the front end here for Aaron Johnston. RT Lightning right on his bumper second, trying to get closer third. It's Fab Hanover and Drive to Deliver. They come by the stands the first time. Sir Lance up on the front here, sharp looking colt here. Aaron Johnston's got his hands full. RT Lightning stalking second. Fab Hanover coming in now just 5 lanes further back third, followed by Drive to Deliver. The half was 104.4. Off the turn, Sir Lance leads them on that long ride down the backside. RT Lightning off the rail now, going up after the leaders for Wayne Long. It's Sir Lance Company calling RT Lightning alongside. Fab Hanover right in the mix third. Brady Brown's got Drive to Deliver within striking range fourth. They're like a swarm of bees by 3/4. 137-1 into the final turn. Sir Lance on the inside, RT Lightning on the outside, begging for a seam. It's Fab Hanover, Drive to Deliver 3 high. They're at the top of the stretch. Sir Lance has led every step of the way, still leads a tight length. Sir Lance and Aaron Johnston got it for the lead. Here comes Brady Brown and Drive to Deliver. It's Sir Lance, Drive to Deliver. Not going to get there, Sir Lance. Gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 8th race, wearing the red saddle pad number 1. Please welcome Sir Lance. 3-year-old bay gelding by Fordham Road out of the good mare High Score Muscly, owned by Matt Miller, Concordia, Pennsylvania, trained by Nathan Bresnahan, and driven to victory in a time of 2:09 and 2/5 by Aaron Johnston. Aaron Johnston moves into second place now with 5 wins on the week. The results of the 8th official, the 1 Sir Lance race winner, the 2 RT Lightning finished 4th. The 3 Fab Hanover was 3rd, and the 4 Drive to Deliver finished 2nd. The fractions were opening quarter 31-2, went by the half in 104-4, 3/4 137-1, time for the mile 209-3. From the top down should read 1-4-3-2 on the bottom, time for the mile 209 2/5. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Seth Dowling for the live streaming. And the Clearfield County Fair Board for sponsoring the effort. We'd like to thank all you fans for your support and the horsemen for their cooperation. It was a great evening, and we thank you all for coming and hope to see you all again. Post time tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourself. You are at the great Clearfield County Fair.